compounds can be reduced into primary amines. So many reducing agents are common, which we are using here. The one reducing agent is plus 6H in presence of Raney nickel hydrogen, or platinum palladium can also be used. This is one condition. Catalytic hydrogenation. Raney nickel, what is that? Actually, it is the nickel aluminium alloy. To prepare Raney nickel, we have to take nickel aluminium alloy, and this solid alloy is allowed to combine with NaOH, sodium hydroxide, where aluminium dissolves, remaining left behind nickel only, and the gap which is occupied by the aluminium now vacant. That's why it is the nickel aluminium alloy having some pores, some cavities inside, and that cavity is generated because of the aluminium. Aluminium dissolves in NaOH and leaving behind some cavities. That is called Raney nickel. You can easily think about what is the purpose of this Raney nickel, not directly nickel. The reason, when gaps produce inside this alloy, it increases the surface area up to larger extent, so that reactants get large surface area for their reactions. That is the Raney nickel. Is it clear to you? Raney nickel is having fine pores and cavities due to the dissolution of aluminium present in that before the process. Because of these gaps and cavities, its surface area increases many times, and it is behaving like a good catalyst. That is the criteria of Raney nickel. It is not simply said nickel, it is Raney nickel because of the gaps and cavities inside the solid, inside that alloy. The reaction is quite simple. Oxygen comes out along with hydrogen in the form of H2O. Water comes out in this reduction process, and sufficient hydrogen joined to the nitrogen. It becomes RNH2. See that by this method we can prepare primary amines. Whatever carbon present in alkyl group, accordingly primary amines are obtained. This can be taken as ARNO2, aromatic nitro compounds. Nitrobenzene is also going to combine with the same catalyst H in presence of Raney nickel. Same condition, similar condition, it forms nitro that converted into amine NH2, and H2O comes out, oxygen comes out in the form of H2O. Means aromatic and aliphatic, both amines can be prepared from nitro compounds in this way. This is the one class of reducing agent. Some other reducing agents, like if it is RNO2, nitroalkane combines with nascent hydrogen. The source of hydrogen is a reducing agent LiAlH4, lithium aluminium hydride, one of the very good reducing agent, and we are getting the same compound like RNH2 plus H2O. Okay, these are the nitro compounds, and these are the reducing agents. Here LiAlH4 is also one of the good reducing agent for nitro compounds. And if it is aromatic nitro compounds like C6H5NO2 is combining with, is going to reduce with LiAlH4, lithium aluminium hydride, LiAH4, we are not going to get amine. Aniline is not obtained by this method, because the reactivity of nitrobenzene is some different in this situation, and we are going to get azobenzene, C6H5N. This is the azo group, C6H5, and oxygen comes out in the form of H2O. This is the azobenzene. Instead of aniline, we are going to get azobenzene when nitrobenzene is reduced by LiAlH4. Okay, beta. Some other reducing agents like metal and acid, iron and HCl, SnHCl, they are also working as good reducing agent. RNO2, nitroalkane, combines with 6 hydrogen, nascent hydrogen. The source of hydrogen is either SnHCl, tin and HCl, or we can also go for Fe and HCl, iron and HCl, source of nascent hydrogen, and they can reduce nitro compounds into aniline, into amine, primary amine, RNH2 plus H2O. Aromatic nitro compounds can also reduce into aniline, like nitrobenzene. Here is nitrobenzene combines with 6H, nascent hydrogen. In similar condition, means this reducing agent also able to reduce nitrobenzene into aniline. Here it is NO2, NH2 plus H2O. So under this condition only, when nitrobenzene is reduced with the LiAlH4, lithium aluminium hydride, we won't get amine, we get azobenzene. That is the difference. Otherwise, either by reducing metal and acid, or by LiAlH4, or by Raney nickel hydrogen palladium platinum also, we are going to get corresponding amine. This is the reduction process of nitro compounds, nitroalkanes and nitroarenes. Okay, beta? Is it clear? We have to take care which reducing agent is better for this process. And Raney nickel, its concept I have told you, it is the nickel aluminium alloy basically. It is mixed with NaOH solution, sodium hydroxide, where aluminium is soluble in NaOH, it dissolves in NaOH, not completely, up to some extent, and creating pores and cavities inside the alloy, which increases the surface area of the catalyst, and its catalytic property increases many times. That is the special grade of nickel called Raney nickel. Okay, so this is the second method to convert nitro compounds into amines. Third method, reduction of nitriles. Reduction of nitriles. Nitriles are cyanide. Cyanides can be reduced into amines, and there is also isocyanides. They can be reduced into amines of 2 degree. Nitriles reduce into 1 degree amine, while isocyanide reduce into 2 degree amines. So here the reducing agents are, the reaction is RCN, alkyl cyanide, alkyl nitrite, combines with hydrogen, 4H is needed here, 4H, 4 nascent hydrogen, in presence of Raney nickel. Raney nickel is that compound that we have seen, or LiAlH4, lithium aluminium hydride, or these are the two reducing agents, lithium aluminium hydride or Raney nickel. These pi bonds are broken, carbon nitrogen triple bond, 2 pi bonds are there. Pi bonds are broken and it forms RCH2 NH2 plus RCN CH2 NH2. Only amines are obtained in this method. One more reducing agent here, RCN combines with 4H in presence of sodium amalgam, sodium and mercury, and ethanol, C2H5OH, and the reducing agent. And we are getting the same compounds. Here the compound is RCH2NH2. Take care. This reaction is called Mendius reduction or Mendius reaction. It is called Mendius. Mende's reaction. This special reaction is referred as Mende's reaction. This idea was given by the Mendes in the honor of the scientist. This is the name reaction given in the honor of that Mendes. It is the Mendes reaction. So it is one of the important name reaction. They are asking the note, write notes on Mendes reaction. This is the reaction here, where the reducing agent is sodium amalgam and alcohol, C2H5OH, generally preferred. What is the role of mercury in this case? If you don't use mercury, then what will happen? Hydrogen gas comes out vigorously. Here mercury controls the reaction between sodium and alcohol. When alcohol is mixed with sodium metal, there is vigorous reaction, fast reaction. Alcohol combined with this sodium to form sodium alkoxide, releasing hydrogen gas. H2 gas comes out. This mercury controls the reactivity of sodium metal. That's why it is called sodium amalgam. It is the mercury mixture simply, and mercury role, it controls the reaction. That is the purpose of mercury in this case. And when we take isocyanide like R and C, isocyanide, here the cyanide called nitriles, and this is isocyanide. When it is reduced in presence of H2, Raney nickel and hydrogen gas, it can be used as reducing agent, can be used as LiAlH4 also. In both the condition, we are going to get, this is the bonds are broken, sufficient hydrogen atoms joined to the nitrogen, RNH, here is CH3. This is 2-degree amine. Nitriles are going to form 1-degree amine, while isonitrile form 2-degree amine. The degree of this amine is 2 degree, 2 carbon atoms joined to the nitrogen. That's why it is 2-degree amine. That's the difference in alkyl nitrile and alkyl isocyanide. This is also applicable for aromatic compounds, like here is compound is going to combine with 4H in presence of sodium, in presence of Raney nickel, LiAlH4 can also be taken, LiAlH4, any one reducing agent, we are going to get this amine, CH2NH2. Amine is obtained in this way. So aromatic and aliphatic, both amines can be prepared from corresponding cyanides, corresponding nitriles. This is the method to prepare. Okay, beta? This is the third method. Fourth method is take care of this Mendes reaction. It is the important name reaction. Fourth method is reduction of amides. Reduction of amides. Amides are derivatives of carboxylic acid, and the compound general formula RCONH2. In carboxylic there is OH, OH is replaced by NH2. 4 derivatives that we have discussed in the previous lesson. 4 derivatives of carboxylic acid. Here it is RCOOH. OH is replaced by certain group, and we are getting the derivative of carboxylic. Here OH is replaced by NH2. Then it is called acid amide. OH is replaced by Cl. Then it is called acid chloride. Similarly, ester and anhydrides. These are the 4 derivatives. This is the one derivative of carboxylic acid is going to reduce plus 4H in presence of the reducing agent here LiAlH4. Lithium aluminium hydride is the reducing agent. where oxygen, this oxygen comes out in the form of H2O. Sufficient hydrogen atoms join. It forms RCH2 NH2 plus H2O. Okay, in this way 4 hydrogen atoms involved in the process. This is the reduction of acid amides. Okay, beta? These are some methods, and one of the very important method, that is the 5th method, very useful conversion point of view and a short note point of view. This is the reaction. It is called Hofmann bromamide. Hofmann bromamide degradation reaction. Degradation reaction. What is the meaning of degradation? In this reaction, there is decrease of carbon atoms. One carbon atom is going to decrease. That's why this is called stepping down series reaction. Whatever carbon involved in the reactants, when we proceed through this reaction, the number of carbon, one carbon is going to reduce. That carbon comes out in the form of some carbonates. So this is called degradation reaction. Like one application, before going to this reaction, what is the meaning of degradation? If we try to convert ethanol into methanol, ethanol, 2 carbon atoms, CH3, CH2OH, methanol, 1 carbon, then how to reduce 1 carbon? This is not only the method. There are some other methods too to degrade the carbon atoms. But this is one of the important method through which we can reduce the carbon atoms in the chain. This is the descending series reaction. Descending series means number of carbon atoms going to decrease. In that way, it is important. And they're asking the note also, Hofmann bromamide degradation reaction. Write notes on that. See the reaction. Acidamide, RCONH2, going to combine with bromine and KOH. Bromine and KOH, potassium hydroxide. It is going to form, see that, this CO is going to come out. In this way, carbon atom is reduced in the reaction. Number of carbon atom in the chain is short by 1 number, that is CO is going out in this series, and it forms RNH2 plus this K comes out in the form of potassium carbonate, K2CO3. This carbon is going to come out in the form of carbonate. Potassium carbonate is coming out. This Br2, it comes out in the form of 2KBr. This is the reaction. Okay, beta? Hofmann bromamide degradation. Degradation means number of carbon atom is going to reduce in this reaction. Degradation reaction is called stepping down the reaction, stepping down the series reaction. Okay. Another example, if it is aromatic compound like CO, NH2, benzamide. Benzamide is going to combine with Br2 and KOH, 4 KOH. This is going to form. This CO is going out. This carbon oxygen is going out in the form of carbonate. So the product will be here NH2, we get aniline plus another compound is K2CO3, potassium carbonate and 2KBr. Okay, this is the reaction. Okay, beta? Then if it is the question, how to convert ethanol, just I am talking about its application part. See that, how to apply this reaction, Hofmann bromide reaction. The question is, ethanol into methanol. How to convert? CH3, CH2, OH into methanol, CH3OH. This is a conversion. We are going to degrade the carbon atom in the chain. So what to do? We have to convert this alcohol into amide. And amides are derivatives of carboxylic acid. Then first we have to convert this alcohol into carboxylic acid, and then carboxylic acid into amide. Here it is the reaction. This is the question, and now this is the answer. In this way we can proceed a conversion. This is the question, ethanol into methanol, and just below we are proceeding for its answer. It is going to convert into carboxylic acid of the same carbon atom, CH3COH. And well known, we have studied it in the preparation of carboxylic acid and in the properties of carboxylic acid. This process is called oxidation. Normal oxidizing agent, KMnO4, K2Cr2O7, acidic medium, chromic acid. These oxidizing agents, they can oxidize alcohol into corresponding carboxylic acid. Then this carboxylic acid is treated with, we are going to convert into amide. It is heated with ammonia, NH3, and heat. It is acid, ammonia is a base, from ammonium salt, ammonium acetate. On heating that ammonium acetate, we get amide. It forms CH3CO, NH2. Reaction with ammonia and then heat. We get corresponding amide. Then this amide into amine. Amine, just we have seen in this reaction, Hofmann bromide reaction, it is allowed to combine with Br2, bromine, and KOH, potassium hydroxide. And this CO is now going out, it forms amine, CH3NH2. This is 1 degree aliphatic amine. This is aliphatic amine, that is the important thing. And this amine can be converted into alcohol. Here it is. It can be converted into that. And that reaction is, it combines with nitrous acid. Nitrous acid reaction we have seen earlier. When aniline combines with nitrous acid, we get BDC, benzene diazonium chloride. It is aniline, ring contains NH2. Here it is going to combine with nitrous acid, HONO, and the source of nitrous acid is NaNO2 and HCl, NaNO2 and HCl at low temperature, that is 278 Kelvin, diazotization process. See that when aniline is going to diazotized, we get benzene diazonium chloride. But when aliphatic 1 degree amine going to diazotized, going to combine with nitrous acid, HONO, we are not going to get diazonium salt. We are going to get corresponding alcohol. That is the difference in diazotization of aniline and diazotization of aliphatic 1 degree amine. So in this way, we can convert this ethanol into methanol. And here the Hofmann bromide reaction is applied. It degraded the number of carbon atoms in the chain. This is called degradation reaction. So this is the role of Hofmann bromide degradation reaction. Okay, beta, any doubt here? This is not only the way, there are so many other ways through which we can reduce the carbon atoms in the chain. This is the one way, an important way to convert this. This is degradation series reaction, and similarly there is upgradation series reaction. How to increase the number of carbon atoms? Then we proceed through cyanide. We have to introduce cyanide. That is the one way. Methanol into ethanol, increasing the carbon atoms. We have to convert methanol into chloride, then cyanide, and then finally into alcohol. That is the upgradation reaction. So upgradation and degradation, both we should know under what condition we can do such reactions. Then sixth one, next method for the preparation, Gabriel Thalamide synthesis. Slightly difficult name. Reactant is also slightly, it's the formula slightly difficult, but you have to practice this, you have to manage it. Many times they have asked to write the notes on Gabriel Thalamide reaction or synthesis. This is called synthesis. Gabriel phthalimide synthesis. This is called synthesis. In large scale, we can also apply, but it is synthesis. The reaction is, here we use phthalimide. Phthalimide, PH is the silent. That's why it is pronounced as phthalimide. The reaction is, we take phthalimide. Here it is, phthalimide is like this, CO, here is CO, and here is NH. This is the phthalimide. This is going to combine with a base, KOH, NaOH, strong base, in alcoholic medium, in presence of alcoholic solution. What is happening here? Hydrogen from here and OH from here, KOH, it comes out in the form of H2O. We can write here plus KOH. Then this H is replaced by potassium. We get the potassium salt. Here it is. It is going to form potassium salt of phthalimide, NK. This is the salt. This potassium salt is allowed to combine with the alkyl halide. This alkyl halide is C2H5Br. C2H5Br. Any alkyl halide can be taken. It should not be aryl halide. By this method, we cannot prepare aniline. We can prepare only aliphatic primary amines. This is C2H5Br. Here K and Br comes out in the form of KBr. And we are going to get this product. Here is CO, here is N, and here is C2H5. If we need CH3NH2, then we take here CH3Br. If we take some higher amine, accordingly we have to select here alkyl halide. Br we prefer because Br can be replaced easily in the form of KBr. Then this compound, here the ethyl derivative of this phthalimide is allowed to combine with H positive H2O, H positive acid, dilute acid, or we can also go for OH minus and H2O. Either acid dilute acid or dilute base, anyone can be taken. And this is forming this compound. Here is COOH, here is COOH, and this part C2H5N is going to come out in the form of C2H5NH2. We get 1 degree aliphatic primary, 1 degree aliphatic amine. Okay. This is called phthalic acid. Phthalic acid. We have seen this compound earlier. Phthalic acid. This phthalic acid can be converted into phthalimide again. Means it is not wasted. This can be reused and it is going to produce this starting material on combining with a base. This can be reused. And another thing, at this stage we can use one more chemical, that is hydrazine. Instead of dilute acid or dilute base, when we use hydrazine, then what is going to happen here? Hydrazine is like this. This alkyl derivative of phthalimide, CO, up to that extent it is common. There is C2H5. When it is going to combine with hydrazine, NH2NH2 is the hydrazine. This is going to form this C2H5NH2 is going out. Here the product C2H5NH2 is the main product, and byproduct is CO. Here is CO and here is NH, phthalimide. This phthalimide directly. So here this product is phthalimide only, and this can be used in this reaction continuously. So here at this stage there is two options. This compound alkyl derivative, either treated with dilute acid or dilute base to get this compound. Here we get phthalic acid. Phthalic acid we have to convert into phthalimide. But at this stage, when we use NH2 hydrazine, we get phthalimide as a byproduct, and this can be used again. So that's why this reaction is important. There is no wastage of chemical, and we are getting pure amines. The limitation is we can get only aliphatic amine. We can't get aromatic amine by this method. The reason, its reason is here we have to use bromobenzene, and bromobenzene, due to different state of hybridization, carbon bromine bond is not going to break easily when it is bromobenzene. That's why we can't get aromatic amine like aniline. Aniline is not prepared by this method. Okay, beta? Is this reaction clear? You have to remember what is the formula of phthalimide. This is the phthalimide. This is NH and CO amide group. That's why it is called phthalimide. Benzene ring is there. It is combining with KOH, alcoholic medium, not aqueous. Then this H is replaced by K. Here we get potassium salt of phthalimide. This potassium salt is allowed to combine with alkyl bromide. The number of carbon atoms in the final product amine is decided at this stage only. If one carbon amine we need, we have to take CH3Br, 2 carbon amine C2H5Br. Here the change is at this stage we can make desired change. After that, it is going to form alkyl derivative of phthalimide. This alkyl derivative is treated either acid or base to get corresponding amine, 1 degree aliphatic amine. And here is the option, instead of acid or base dilute, we can go for hydrazine. And hydrazine, we are getting these two products. Here this phthalic acid again regenerated, converted to phthalimide, and then can be used again and again. And it is in practice, it is used in the process. It is not wasted. So it is one of the best method to get the pure amine, 1 degree amine. Varieties of the process to prepare amine. So many reactions are there. Even in properties also, there are so many reactions. But the main thing in this unit, only one compound we have to discuss, that is amines. Rest of the compounds are not in the syllabus. Another method for the preparation is from azides. From azides. Azides like sodium azide, haloalkane, RX, allowed to combine with sodium azide, NaN3. It is the sodium salt of hydrajoic acid. What is the formula of hydrajoic acid? Nitrogen hydrogen compounds. They are called hydrides of nitrogen, ammonia. And this nitrogen hydrogen compound, it is HN3. N3H we can write, or HN3. It is hydrajoic acid. This is the hydride of nitrogen, which is not basic. It is acidic in nature. Ammonia is the hydride of nitrogen, famous hydride. It is basic in nature. Here that is NH3. And here it is HN3. It is called hydrajoic acid. This hydride is acidic hydride. And here the sodium salt of this hydrajoic acid. This is named as hydrajoic acid. And this is named as sodium. It's a salt, hydrajoic acid salt. Sodium azide. This sodium azide formula is like this. We have to remember it. Is going to combine to form, here NaNX comes out in the form of NaX, going to form RN3. RN3. Alkyl azide. This alkyl azide on reduction, it is going to reduce by LiAlH4, lithium aluminium hydride, or sodium and alcohol, sodium alcohol, sodium amalgam alcohol, sodium amalgam alcohol, C2H5OH to form RNH2, and nitrogen comes out in the form of N2. N2. This is the method to prepare amine. So by this method also we can prepare only primary aliphatic amines. So these are the reactions. One is by the use of carbonyl compounds we can also prepare amines. Another method, one more method is there. So many methods are given in the books. I have taken some of them. By reductive amination, by reductive amination of carbonyl compounds. Carbonyl compounds. Carbonyl compounds means both aldehydes and ketones. Reduction is there, amination means ammonia is joining there, that's why it is called reductive amination. Aldehyde like RCHO going to combine with ammonia, NH3, it is going to form, see that the reaction we have studied carbonyl compound reaction with ammonia derivatives, that type of reaction. Here O2 from here and 2 hydrogen from here comes out in the form of H2O, and the product is RCH double bond NH. After removal of 2 hydrogen, it is become NH, and here is double bond free, that's why C double bond N. This is called imine. Acetaldehyde. If it is acetaldehyde, ketone may be there. We can take any carbonyl compound, either aldehyde or ketone. So in this amination process, we are going to get it. So another step is its reduction. This reduction is done by H2 and Ni, hydrogen and nickel, catalytic reduction, and going to form RCH2 NH2. In this way, aldehydes and ketones can be converted into corresponding amines, and that will be 1 degree amine only if it is like this. CH3, C, here is CH3, double bond O. Acetone, if we take, is going to combine with ammonia, NH3. This oxygen along with 2 hydrogen comes out in the form of H2O. This forms RCR double bond NH. This is imine. If it is acetone, so acetamine, CH3. Here is CH3. It is imine. In general, we can name it. It is an imine. This imine on reduction by catalytic reduction, we are getting CH3, C, CH3, and here is H, and here is NH2. This is also 1 degree amine, because nitrogen is connected with 1 carbon only. In amines, degree is decided by nitrogen. It is not decided by carbon. So this is also 1 degree amine. This is 1 degree amine. Nitrogen is connected with 1 carbon. So these are the various methods to prepare amines. Okay, beta? Industrial methods, some industrial methods are also there. We will discuss in the next class industrial methods and properties. Properties of amines are quite interesting. And here see that so many reactions, you need not afraid about these reactions, keep practice, and there is some hint behind the reaction, how the reactions are going on. So many applications are there, so many uses are there of these compounds, conversion point of view, useful, and some name reactions are also there. One is Hofmann bromide is one of the most important reaction. Okay, beta? So attendance of 12th C, I will take the screenshot and I will submit it to your teacher. You need not to worry about that, beta. Okay, let me take the attendance of 12th C. on the page itself. Okay. Let me take screenshot, then that is easier. Thank you, beta. Thank you, beta. Thank you. 12C, you have attended the
Thank
class.
you, sir.
You have listened me patiently.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you, beta. Thank you.